Hey, second grade, let's have some art today. Our last art class, there was an opportunity to make 4 line drawings on squares. So today's lesson is going to be about how to add the color. You can see I've started. I'm not quite finished. So let me show you how I added the color, and then you can give that a try today. And I do think that the color is really going to change how the whole artwork looks and works together. So you sort of have these pieces almost like a puzzle, don't you? And I'm using marker to add my color. You could use colored pencil. You could also use crayon if you have colored pens, whatever you have. Okay, so the first thing that I started with was my smallest shapes, and you can see that I filled those in all the way. And I just started with a few colors, and I'm repeating those. And when I fill in this small shape, this is a closed shape, sort of like a triangle, but it's got a curve. Maybe it's like a shark fin shape. So I've outlined it, and then I'm going to fill it in. Now, something interesting might happen as you're adding the color. You might think, oh, I need another shape here, but I don't have a closed form. And so you can come back to your pencil or your Sharpie, your marker, and starting at a start spot, you can add another line. And when you add that other line, I'm going to go way over here because that's going to give me another shape here and a shape here that I can fill in. Oh, look, there's even one in the middle. Now, I'm starting with the smaller shapes and filling those in solid. And then what do you see happening in the larger spaces on the edges? What do you see? What's going on there? I have added some designs using lines. And so let me finish this one. All right, that's filled in. I could fill in these two. I think they're sort of getting close to medium. So maybe I'm going to fill those in with some lines. And there's so many different ways that you can make designs out of lines. We've got some diagonal stripes here. That's one idea. Here I've got wide stripes and fat stripes. Wide stripes and thin stripes together. I've done this design twice because you definitely want to repeat your ideas. And these are sort of like wavy lines. Okay, let me think of something that I could do here with my lines. Here, I'm going to make some zigzag lines. See it? And it's almost like zigzag stripes, really. I'm choosing one color, but if you want, you could even do 2 in the same space. But take your time so that your lines really look well drawn and not like quick scribble thoughts, because I think that's going to help the overall look of your artwork. And then I like this idea, I like this color, I'm going to do it on another piece somewhere else, maybe over here. And I have changed my puzzle because I've sort of taken it apart. So what I'm hoping that you can see or understand is that these don't have to match up. They could. And then maybe this one goes here, and then maybe this one goes here. But I don't have to make my artwork thinking about it that way. I can just do different designs throughout the whole thing. Okay. You don't need to fill the entire 4 squares all the way. You definitely can leave white space. That can be part of your design. But you want to have your shapes solid shapes and lines balanced. So let's look at this one for just a minute. I have two areas of design over here, and I have two areas of color over here. I don't know if that's the most balanced. And so maybe I'm going to do another design in here, or maybe I'm going to add one more line through it. So you can keep working on it, whatever sort of your drawing needs. I'm going to come back to this color. You can also add shapes into your work, and maybe I'll do that here. Maybe I'm going to make some circles that touch each other, almost like little bubbles. Because these little shapes, because they're not filled in, are sort of like lines too. Shapes and lines work together all the time. Okay, I hope you have some ideas to get started. Take your time, do really nice work, and take a photo and send it to me when you are all finished. Oh, can I fit a few more in here? Now this doesn't quite stop here, so I'm going to come back to my Sharpie and I'm going to make it stop by just sneaking this line over here. And now I have another closed space that I could add something else to, or I could leave it white. Okay, I hope that you enjoy adding your lines and color to your designs, and let me just show you what I've got at the end. Here we go. I put it back into a puzzle. This is going to look so fun when it's finished. Again, white spaces are totally okay. And even though these don't touch, because I've repeated them close together, I think it makes sense as an artwork. Have so much fun!